And what is up, guys? Welcome back to Acceleracers Hub for another video. So today I had originally planned to announce the winners of the 400 subscriber giveaway, but with a slight change of plans, we're going to be pushing that back to Wednesday, and today we're going to be doing another sales video. So today we're going to be covering another 2-week period of sales, which is the first half of the month of April. So let's go ahead and jump into these couple weeks worth of sales and stay tuned for the giveaway winner, which will be announced on Wednesday. Let's get into it. All right, guys, let's jump into a fresh week of sales. It is Tuesday morning. We had a pretty big sale this morning to get us started for the week. So this was a pretty big purchase to a return buyer, and it was a carded CM6 jackhammer, a carded CM6 RDO1, and then there was 6 carded World Race cards that sold, which were Lonnie's 55 Nomad, Banji's Ballistic, Taro's Roadrunner, a motocross, I don't know who drove that, a Pontiac Rageous, I don't know who drove that either, and a, what is this one? A quarter mile coupe. I don't know a ton about these World Race cars, but I do like them. I mean, I love the World Race movie, but I am slowly gonna start moving into selling some of these sealed ones. I still have a couple more that I haven't sold yet that I'll probably list on my eBay page at some point, but I'm just trying to learn a little bit more about them before I start heavily buying and flipping them, you know what I mean? Just want to make sure I'm not losing money on them. So then continuing on with this purchase, same buyer also purchased 11 cards, which were Black Ice, Kamikaze Semis, Magnetic Bounce, Electric Fry, Blown Hydrant, Acceleron Virus, Vectra Excellium, Vectra Iridium, RDO 3 version 2, Vectra Magnesium, and RDO 6 version 2. So the total on this sale for all these items was $185 even, so thank you for that purchase. And that is definitely not a bad start to the week. All right, guys, moving on in sales, the next purchase that we had was a lot of cards to a return buyer, is getting closer and closer to completing his card set. It was a total of 7 cards, which were Diffusion Glass, RD10, RD10 version 2, Hyper High Voltage, that's such a cool card, Suspension Enhancers, definitely the most OP card in the card game, Tweak Box, and then a foil Vectra Cub Light card. I only have 1 copy of Vectra Cub Light left in stock, so get it quickly because I don't know when I'll be getting more in. And the total on this order was $47 even, so thank you for this purchase. And next up, I sold a lot of 2 cars that were straight out of the packaging, but they just didn't roll right. Sometimes that happens just from the way they sit in the packaging. So it was a Baseline and a Drift Tech. The decals and everything were perfect on these cars, maybe the usual scuffs and scratches from being in the packaging, but they just didn't roll right for whatever reason. Like this one, the front wheel stops rolling pretty quickly, and this one just sounds terrible. I think this back wheel is the one that doesn't roll right for this one. But, you know, don't want to sell people cars that don't roll. So these were specified in the listing as cars that don't roll. And the total on this order was $12 even. So thank you for that purchase. Sales have been kind of slow this week, but it is Friday morning now. So let's see what we sold last night. So first up, we had a new buyer purchase a lot of 12 near mint to mint cards, all mod cards, mostly common and uncommon. Still a great start to a mod collection. Total on that order was $20 or $21 even, so thank you for that purchase. Moving on, we sold the Orange Wing Synchro, the only one that I had in stock that I got from the pack opening, where I ripped through like what 15 or 16 carded Acceleracers. So this is just a gorgeous model. It's still not as cool as some of the movie accurate customs that come out, but I definitely love the Orange Wing a lot more than the Black Wing Synchro. It is just a fantastic looking card. But the total on this order was $38 even, so thank you very much for that purchase. And we are out of stock on Orange Wing Synchro. And continuing on, we sold another one of the big boys. We sold a carded Reverb. This sold for $195 even, so thank you for that purchase. The buyer said that he was starting to get back into collecting Acceleracers, and this was the first car he wanted to go after. So congratulations on starting your collection, and hopefully you enjoyed this Reverb. So $195 even. That was the first sale of the week. We sold a loose mint CM5 Iridium, the only one I had in stock. The CM5 version definitely seems to be a lot more popular than the CM6, but the total on this order was $23, so thank you for that purchase. Next up, we had a return buyer purchase a lot of 12 cards, which were 4 copies of Kamikaze Semis. Then we had 4 copies of Avalanche, and then 4 copies of All or Nothing. So I'm assuming he's using these to play the card game with, because he's buying a lot of duplicates. Hope so. Love hearing about people playing the card game. But the total on that sale was $49 even, so thank you for that purchase. Moving on, we sold another loose mint car, this CM5 Black Hood Riveted. I want to say this might have been the only Black Hood Riveted I had in stock, but this sold for a total of $18 even, so thank you for that purchase. And moving on, the next one, another loose mint car, the CM6 Power Rage. I couldn't list this as near mint because for some reason, you might not be able to see it. It has this this brown paint scuff underneath the spoiler, and it's only in that part of the car. I don't know if it's rust or just dust, I don't know. But anyways, sold for $35 even, so thank you for that purchase. We're out of stock on Power Rage again. So continuing on, next up we sold a CM6 Blackwing Synchro. Only have 3 or 4 of these left in stock, so don't wait too long to get them. But the total on this order was $19 even to a return buyer. And there's just something about Synchro, Power Rage, and Riveted next to each other. Just a sweet looking group of cars. So $19 even on the Synchro, thank you for that purchase. And next up we had a return buyer for the last purchase of the day. Purchased a lot of 4 foil cards, which were Size Scaler, my last copy of Vector Carbide, out of stock on that now. My last copy of Hyper Reverb, out of stock on that as well. It's a running trend here. And then a Hyper Chicane, which I only have 1 of these left in stock. So the total on these 4 foils was $102 even, so thank you for that purchase. And that wraps up what we got for today, so let's see what we got for the rest of the week. All right, guys, let's keep this sales week rolling. It is Thursday now. First purchase of the day, we had a buyer purchase a lot of 5 cards, which were the Water Realm, Proto Sharks, Spine Buster, my only copy of Synchro, we are out of stock again, and Racing Slicks. The total on this order was $20 even, so thank you for that purchase. On the next item we sold was my last CM6 Green Synchro from the Acceleracers collectible card game starter set. That is a mouthful. But this was the last one that I had in stock. I'm not sure if I'll be getting any more in because the prices of starter decks are just ridiculous. I'm not paying $200 for a starter set. But hopefully you enjoy this. Total in this order is $55 even, so thank you for that purchase. And next up, we had a pretty big purchase of loose mint cars from a new buyer, I believe. So it was a CM6 Ratified, a CM6 Jackhammer, a CM5 Riveted, a CM6 Rolling Thunder. We got a Metal Maniacs trend here. A CM5 Hollowback. Oop, almost fell off the desk. A CM6 Spinebuster, and then a CM6 Baseline. That is quite the awesome assortment of cars. Got a lot of Metal Maniacs, and then the Baseline. So thank you for this purchase. The total on this order was $80 even. And then the last purchase of the day, we sold a CM5 Dark Brown Rolling Thunder, a CM5 Spinebuster, and a CM6 Powerbomb. Total on this order was $39 even, so thank you for that purchase. You guys are definitely enjoying these Metal Maniac vehicles. All right, continuing on, the only sale that we had today, which is Friday, was a lot of 16 Acceleracers cars near mint to mint condition. It was only 5 different cards, so it was like 3 and 4 copies of all of them. It was like Visor Mask, Ice Shrapnel, Stone Sphinx, Arrow Package, and one more that I don't remember off the top of my head. But the total on this order was $32 even, so thank you for that purchase. All right, guys, let's jump into a fresh week of sales. It is Monday morning. You guys hit it hard over the weekend. So first up, we had a return buyer who purchased a total of 53 Acceleracers cards. There are a lot of duplicates. There's pretty much 4 of each card that he ordered, but there were a bunch of rare cards in there, like, let me think, off the top of my head, it was Escher's World, Lightning Barrage, Magnetic Bounce, so on and so forth. And a lot of the cards that he ordered were pretty good for actually playing the card game as well. So for 53 total cards, the total in this order was $110 even, so thank you for that purchase. And next up, we sold kind of a throwback. We sold a World Race Muscle Tone car. New in the package. It does have a little bit of yellowing on the blister. It's not, it looks better on camera than it does in real life, but it does have a little bit of yellowing. But we sold this muscle tone for a total of $60 even, so thank you for that purchase. So next up, we sold a lot of 3 loose mint Acceleracers vehicles to a new buyer, and the 3 vehicles were a CM6 Spinebuster, a CM6 Battle Spec, and a CM6 Baseline. And these 3 look awesome together. This is definitely one of the cleaner baselines that I've seen. And this Spinebuster in particular. Now, I know there's a bunch of variations with the Spinebuster, you know, CM5, CM6, but then I know there's like the duller plasticky looking engine on some of the Spinebusters, and it seems like this variation is a lot more rare, this real shiny one, but it definitely looks 10 times better than the plasticky one. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but that's just a sweet looking car. So the total on this order is $59 even, so thank you for that purchase. And next up, we had a lot of another 5 Looseman Acceleracers vehicles. It was a CM6 RDO6, CM6 Baseline, CM5 Riveted, CM6 Blackwing Synchro, and a CM5 Hollowback. Total on this order was $65 even, so thank you for that purchase. Hopefully you enjoyed these. So continuing on, we had a bit of a gap in the middle of the week, but we had a bunch of sales last night. It is now Friday morning, so the first purchase we had was 4 CM5 Hollowbacks, a CM6 Baseline, and my last 3 Blackwing Synchros. This is just an awesome looking set of cars. These are going out to Randy Leahy, the guy who makes really sweet customs. So hopefully these will become movie accurate cars, and can't wait to see them once they're done. But the total on this order was $98 even, so thank you for that purchase. And that is going to wrap it up for this sales video, guys. As always, thanks for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing all the different Acceleracers cards and cards that we're moving over this 2-week period. And just to reiterate, these were sales from the first half of the month of April, so a lot of these cards like Hyper Reverb and some of these cards like Synchro and Baseline, I am still running real low on, or I am out of. But hopefully we will be getting some more in soon. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.